So here we go with another teardrop soap. Adding in my lye, of course, blending this up just to trace. The scent that I have, I'm crazy about. It's called something like Juniper and Fig, and it's got that perfect winter air scent to it, but with a base that's slightly sweet, and I think there's coconut milk, which is just, I can't stop smelling it. It's my favorite part about this whole soap. But yeah, there's that strong sense of, pine needles, mint, that sort of thing. Oh, moving on here. Here are my teardrop colors. Stirring those in, I didn't want the fragrance in that part because of the the coconut milk and the sweetness, there might be a little bit of discoloration. So I wanted to make the teardrop without having any scent in it, and it's just a small portion of the soap, so I wasn't too worried about that. After I poured this, I realized I chose like Mardi Gras colors, and I didn't really mean to do that. I just wanted something very sort of regal, jewel toned. So I have the gold, my dark green, and then a white, and my base, my soap is going to be purple. Yeah, blue Juniper and Fig, that's the name of the fragrance. But it's got that you're outside in the snow type scent, but with a really creamy base of coconut milk. Oh, I love it. I love it. It smells so good. It's unlike any other scent I've smelled before. You can still tell it's a wintry scent, but it's very unique. So that's my purple. I did put some stabilizer in too, which I rarely do, but I did put some vanilla stabilizer in there. It really thinned out that part of the batter. All right, so here we go, pouring in a nice beginning layer to that. And I'm going to start with my teardrop. I want a little bit bigger of a teardrop than last time. So, excuse me. I'm going to go back and forth a couple times. That's me testing the thickness. Is that drop going to drop down in? Is it going to sit on the top? It sat on the top. It didn't drop totally in, so I thought, okay, time for a teardrop. Didn't have to wait very long with this soap. It really the recipe that I used, it thickened up kind of nice right on its own. Starting with my beautiful green. Going back and forth 4 times instead of 2, so it's a little bit bigger than my melon soap teardrop. Here's my white. It's sitting on top even more than I was expecting. And I'm like, oh crap, is this design even going to work? I started to second guess it right about here. When you can see it's spreading on the top, it's not dropping down in as much as I needed it to. It's starting to look a little funny. Whoops, spilling some stuff. See, it's spreading out on top, it's not going in. And I'm like, oh crap. Yep, not good, not good. It's spreading out all the way. At this point, I think, all right, now what am I going to do? Because that's not going to be a teardrop. I think let's start doing the sides. Maybe I can fix this if I pour the sides right now. As you can see, I lined my mold this time. I didn't use my silicone. I still kind of make a mess, but if it's lined, it's not going to flop in on the sides. And I thought, let's just try a second teardrop right over top of this one that didn't really work out so good. Let's do number 2. Will I get a double teardrop? It's still sitting on the top there. It's not dropping back in. And we're about to see what the problem is. I had the most mild ricing. Look at that soap as I'm pouring it out. It's applesauce textured. See? Mildest ricing I've ever had. And what I should have done was stirred it before I poured it, because stirring it loosens it up quite a bit. Didn't do that though. So we'll see if I get two teardrops in there. And that's what's left for on the top. You can stir out the ricing nicely. I mean, I shouldn't have done this design with this fragrance. Clearly, it didn't work, but at least it didn't work how I wanted it to. But whatever, it smells good. It can honestly look like nothing and it would still be, oh, just to die for, because I love the scent of it. Getting all that soap out, it really thickened up with that ricing. I've only ever had maybe one other fragrance rice on me ever. So I'm not used to that. I'm not sure what it is about the chemical makeup of it, excuse me, that causes ricing, but we'll never know. Doing some drizzles on the top. My leftover soap batter. I think this was the point where I was like, oh, this is Mardi Gras colored. Totally accidental, but I still like it. As soon as I did that line up the side, it screwed up my little swirl, and I hated that, and I thought I gotta fix that because it just looked like shit after that. So I did one of these, and it kind of all mushed together. I wasn't really happy with this top, and you can see the ricing clearly from that little scoop I did off the side. You can tell that the purple soap has a lumpy texture to it. Whatever, sprinkle some more gold on there, why not? Now we let it sit for a bit. And for a bit, I mean a few days, what had happened with this loaf was it had leaked so much oil. The purple part, the fragranced part, set up right away. As you saw, it was, accelerating. The unscented part, the colored teardrop, is still soft. It's been like a week since I made this, and it's still somewhat soft. So I don't know what's up with that recipe that I did. I just kind of throw soap recipes together at this point. But thank God for the fragrance that's firmed up the whole soap itself, or this soap would just be a mush pile. I don't really know what I did wrong there. But it leaked a lot of oil. I had to sop up the oil for a while. And as you can see, I'm cutting into it. There's two shapes in there. Are they teardrops? And you can see I'm even smearing some oil away from that teardrop-ish thing. There's two shapes in there. I wouldn't call them teardrops, though. It smells so good that I'm not even worried about it. More oil. I'm wondering if I don't know. I almost said that I get my teardrop colors to trace, but I know that I did. I know that I did. I don't know why it leaked, but whatever. Not my best loaf. Also not my worst, so I can't be too hard on myself. It's still kind of interesting looking inside. The two bars that I like out of this loaf are the ones you'll see at the end where I took photos of them, where there's like kind of a teardrop in each one, but it's still not what I was going for just because of that ricing. And what are you gonna do? And here's the end. Ta-da! That one's kind of cool looking. There we have it, guys.